Hello everyone, my name is Mark Wells. I'm the director of Hands to Hope. Thank you for joining us tonight for Hope's...
No, it's not canceled, Mark. Hope is still on.
Hope is not canceled. Thank you, Rick. We have the infamous Rick Duff here with us. He is the associate pastor of Monroe Church of God here in the Monroe area.
You want me to pick up right then? Mark, thanks for welcoming me here, and I'm really looking forward to what we have this evening. You know, we've got a lot of things for us to stay in tune and watch all the way through the end, so I want to encourage everybody that's watching now, stay connected the entire time. But what I want to do is just say briefly about the why behind why we're here this evening with the Hope is Not Canceled. The pandemic has changed lives throughout the country, especially here in our town. And what's been an incredible thing for me to watch and you to watch is the number of people who are willing to step forward with that little tug in their heart to make a difference in people's lives. And in doing so, we're going to hear from some local artists, some people who have learned and have perfected the idea of offering their musical abilities for us to enjoy and for us to find some hope through those. But we're also going to hear from some other people that I'm really excited about who have already taken action here in our town, but have gotten connected to you through Hands to Hope.
Thank you, Rick. Rick, in your mind, what is the point of all this? What's the purpose of why we're here together tonight?
Yeah, the bigger purpose that I'd like to just briefly mention is we've got to be caring for one another. And we've been called to love our neighbors. We've been called to take what we have and offer it to people. So this is just going to be one more step that we've got in possibly a few more weeks or possibly months of living differently, but sharing resources and connecting people in the community that have resources to people who have needs.
Wow, Rick, thank you. I'm excited as well. It's going to be a great time tonight. We have a great lineup. Here with us tonight, we have Justin Murphy with Live Past Life.
We've also got Aaron Barnes from Monroe First Church of God.
We've got the 11-year-old phenom, Ava Starks, playing the piano.
And Allison Hendorf from Baraka Church right here in Middletown.
If you pull out your southern ears for Menifee County line.
And I had the pleasure just tonight to meet Jesse Keep for the first time. So we're going to get to hear from Jesse, but then also hear his wonderful music.
And last, but certainly not least, who knows where they'll be in the mix, we have Dana and David from
Velvet Crush,
along with some other interactive interviews. I'm going to change that. Along with some exclusive interviews. So grab your snacks, gather your family, and enjoy the show.
Driving 100 miles, nothing in my sight. I'm going nowhere with everything on my mind. And down this narrow path, it leads me to my fate. What now is my fate? 'Cause this road I once traveled, it's been a long time coming, and I'm still seeking your face. And here I am on my way. I'm looking back what I always knew, and pictures of the past and all that I've gone through. And you showed me I'm not very far. Now I feel very far. 'cause this road I once traveled, it's been a long time coming, and I still seek in your face. Here I am on my way. Cause this road I once traveled, it's been a long time coming, but I still seek in your face. Here I am on my way. Here I am on my way. Here I am on my way.
We will have several polls on Facebook throughout the evening, so stay tuned for those of you that are on Facebook on our Hands to Hope page.
Mark, I think before we go there, well, let's practice one or two. You okay with that?
Why not?
Okay. Let me think. So if you could make one of these, if you had to make one of these go away, which of the four would it be? Your choices are Starbucks, Amazon, Target, or Chick-fil-A.
You forgot the fifth option. I'm going to go with none of the above.
All right, so let me try one more on you. Yeah? What's been your most favorite activity during COVID-19? And here are your choices. Movies or TV shows, board games, outdoor activities, or anything else, but you would have to explain.
I would say outdoor activities. It's been a good time to get outside of the house with my little 2-year-old and get dirty. Really enjoyed that. It's been a lot of fun, mostly for me probably. Hopefully my little guy would say the same. Been a lot of fun.
All right. So the question would be something like that, and we look forward to seeing your responses.
Moving on. There are 2 ways that you can donate. You can text the word donate to 513-613-3099, or you can visit our website, hands2hope.org. 100% of proceeds go towards community projects. We thank you.
You've been walking the same old road for miles and miles. You've been hearing the same old voice tell the same old lies, yeah. If you're trying to fill the same old holes inside, well, there's a better life. There's a better life. Sing it out. If you got pain, yeah, He's the pain taker, yeah. If you feel lost, He's the way maker. If you need freedom for saving, He's a prison shaking savior. You got chains, He's the chain breaker. Search for the light of day in the dead of night. We've all found ourselves worn out from the same old fight. We've all run to things we know that just ain't right. Well, there's a better life, yeah. there's a better life. If you got pain, he's the pain taker. If you feel lost, he's the way maker. If you need freedom or saving, he's a prison shaking savior. You got chains, he's the chain breaker. You believe it, you receive it, yeah. You can feel it, somebody testify, yeah. You believe it, if you receive it, Lord, you can feel it, somebody testify, yeah. If you believe it, if you receive it, yeah. If you can feel it, somebody testify, yeah. If you believe it, come on. If you receive it, yeah. If you can feel it, somebody testify, yeah. If you got pain, yeah. He's the pain taker. If you feel lost, oh yeah, 'cause he's the way maker. You need freedom or saving, he's the prison shaking savior. You got chains, he's the chain breaker. Come on now. If you got pain, Lord, he's the pain taker. If you feel lost, he's the way maker. You need freedom or saving, he's a prison shaking savior. You got chains, he's the chain breaker.
All right, we are now here with Lindsay. Could you do a little more Henriquez? Lindsay does quite a bit for the Monroe community. She is the outreach liaison at Monroe Schools, primarily K through 6. Hands to Hope has interacted with the school quite a bit, and Lindsay has been such a pivotal piece of community integration and community serving. Lindsay, could you tell us a little bit about your job at Monroe, what your role is, and then what does it look like with Hands to Hope?
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me here. I just wanted to take a little bit of time to let you know about the Success Program. The Butler County Educational Service Center Success Program helps families with non-academic barriers to learning. What's that mean? It's food, clothing, shelter, all of those basic things that we know kids need in order to learn better. So throughout the year, we can help kids with all kinds of things. There may be a clothing need, or there might be a family who's running a little bit short on groceries for the month. So what we try to do is connect that family with the community member who has the item. It's a lot more than just giving things to people. It's about making that relationship to last and just having people know that they're loved and that there's people in the community who care about them. The amazing thing is, with Hands to Hope, I have one phone call to make, one email. I can shoot a text just to let them know that there's a need in the community. And then they take that need and match it with a donor, a volunteer, or someone who has that resource. And they meet with the family and they fill that resource. And then they also talk with that family to see if there's anything else they may be in need of.
During this pandemic time, have you noticed any changes with the needs in Monroe?
Yeah, a lot of it focuses on food. We all know that if you don't work for a week and you don't get that paycheck, that can mean that there's not enough food to go around for the family. So there have been some amazing outreaches. I know there are many of you who've put food on your porch and it was picked up. And the great thing is that food is then taken directly to a family, directly to a child who really needs it at the moment. Another small need that we found was someone who needed a refrigerator. You don't think about it, but it is a little bit too much to buy a new one, but the place who's selling the used one is closed. So we found an amazing community donor who was able to give one that was in their garage, but we had no way to get it there. And I made a call to Mark, and he is willing to go pick that up and take it out to the family so that that need can be met.
Wow, thank you, Lindsay. So moving forward, Lindsay, what would you encourage the community of the Monroe Middletown area that would like to serve? How do they get involved? How do they show their interest?
Yeah, that would be amazing. The more hands that we have there to serve, the more families that we can impact. The easiest way to do that is to find their Facebook page or their website, and you can donate directly online. You can donate your time, money, food, any of those sorts of things. When we have more people to serve, then we have more needs that are met.
Wow, Lindsay, thank you for your time. You've been very instrumental in everything that's going on here in the Monroe area to help these people during the pandemic time. And we greatly appreciate your time and your efforts, and hope you have a blessed rest of your evening.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you, community, for always pulling together and helping everybody out.
Who am I that the highest king would welcome me? I was lost, but he brought me in. Oh, his love for me. Oh, his love for me. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free. I'm a child of God, yes I am. Free at last, he has ransomed me, his grace runs deep. And while I was a slave to sin, Jesus died for me. Yes, he died for me. Who the Son set sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes, I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes, I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. Yes, I am who you say I am. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes, I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes, I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes, I am. I love you, Lord, and your mercy never fails me. And all my days I am held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. 'Cause all my life you have been faithful, and all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire in darkest nights. You are close like no other. I've known you as a father. I've known you as a friend, and I have lived in the goodness of God. 'Cause all my life you have been faithful, and all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Oh, your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness it's running after me. With my life laid down, I surrender now. I give you everything. 'Cause your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down, I'm surrendered now. I give you everything. 'Cause your goodness is running after, it's running after me. 'Cause all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I will sing of the goodness of God.
Hi everyone, I am Katie Heinzelman. I am the Hands to Hope Secretary for the board. And I am so excited because I have the wonderful privilege of bringing Ellie to our set here, and she's going to be telling us what she has been doing for our community. And I really hate it because I like to be closer to people I'm talking to, but we're obviously still under quarantine. So we have our 6 feet rule. So I'm sitting here, Ellie's sitting 6 feet apart from me. So that way we are safe. So this is Ms. Ellie Baker, and she has been helping our community a lot. Ellie, can you please tell them what you've been doing for our community? What have you been doing?
I've been helping the world.
The world? How are you helping the world?
Because people are a part of the world.
So what are you doing? What are you and your mommy doing?
We're picking up groceries.
Oh, so Ellie here, she's been going to people's homes and they've been leaving boxes of food on their front porch. So Ellie is adorable. She walks up to their door, she picks up their food, and she takes it to her car. And once it's in your car, do you guys go home and eat the food, or what do you guys do with the food?
We bring it to Hands to Hope.
Oh, you take it to Hands to Hope, okay? And then once it's at Hands to Hope, you and your mom, you guys are cleaning off the boxes and everything, right? And then what do you do with it?
And then we put it on other people's porches that need it.
So you then, after you clean it, you put it in your mom's car and you take it off to the person who needs it. I love that. Thank you so much for giving back to our community and to our world. Now, are you guys still doing this? Yes, okay. So if you want to give food, if you have extra food at your house, feel free to message us at Hands to Hope on our Facebook page. And Ellie would love to come to your house and she would love to pick it up. Or you may say, you know what? I really need some food. Ellie would love to bring you some food. So Ellie, thank you so much for coming on here today. And I know it was a little nerve-wracking, wasn't it? Was it nervous coming on the stage? Yes, and I had a feeling you would say that, and I know it's nerve-wracking being on here. So I made you some cupcakes, all right? So I'm gonna give you these cupcakes and you could take them home and share them with your family, all right? Thank you so much.
But I want you to have one.
Oh, I would love to take one, thank you. Thanks, cheers.
Welcome. I'll eat one after dinner.
I'm heading down a one-lane road to the place where I grew up. I've always heard you can't go back again. But over there between those trees was a porch where we'd sit, swatting flies and whittling on sticks while the old folks visit. And over there beside that pond was a barn where I'd play corn cob and cigarette string, and aloft was my stage. I belled 'em out loud and proud, country roads and Bobby McGee. Front porches and old barns will always be a part of me. Front porches and old barns fill my memories. I can still hear Granny hollering from that old porch, checking on me. Sometimes this old world can spin a little too fast. It's when I go back and revisit my past. 'Cause sometimes you need old barns and front porches. Well, years have passed and the old farm sold. Fields have grown up and I've grown old. Nothing ever looks like yesterday. But even though the house is gone, they tore the barn down and life moved on. Front porches and old barns are forever in my memories. Front porches and old barns fill my memories. I can still hear Granny hollering from that old porch, checking on me. Sometimes this old world can spin a little too fast. It's when I go back and revisit my past. 'Cause sometimes you need old barns and front porches. I think everybody needs old barns and front porches. And a couple other surprises in here. Let's just try it. A warden led a prisoner down the hallway to his doom. I stood up to say goodbye like all the rest, and I heard him tell the warden just before he reached my cell that my guitar playing friend knew my request. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. I recall last Sunday morning, a choir came in from town just to sing a few old gospel songs. And I heard him tell the singers, there's a song my mama sang. Could I hear it once before we move along? Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Some bright morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to the land where God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. So sing me back home before I die.
So moving forward, it's time to keep it simple. We are here with Tim Keep and his son Jesse Keep. Would you mind, Tim, telling us a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you do, and then we'll move forward to Jesse.
Sure. Well, good evening, everyone. Happy to be part of this event. And I'm Tim Keep. I'm a missions director. So I oversee cross-cultural ministries in various countries. And that's pretty much what I do full time. My son Jesse's here with me.
Hi. So Jesse, what are you involved in now? What is your life's focus at the moment, and where are you headed in the next year or so in your career field?
Yeah, right now I'm a junior. I'm finishing up my junior year. I'll be finishing up next week at Tribeca University in Nashville. And obviously I've been home for the last few weeks due to quarantine. But yeah, just finishing that up. I'm getting a degree in commercial music with a minor in music business. And I have 1 year left, and I can't wait. And I really don't know what's after that. We'll just see. It's kind of up to God and what his plans are for that.
So Jesse, I'm Rick, and I've not heard any of your music yet, but I'm really looking forward to what we're about to hear here in just a little while. And but hey, would you just share with us a little bit about what has inspired you to pursue a life in worship music and music where you are today? Maybe mention a person or two that's helped guide you into that. But then also, feel free to apply anything you've got from your life of faith to say, hey, here's really the depth of why I do this.
Sure. Growing up, I grew up in a very musical family, and my family members do a lot of traveling and singing for a living, the Collinsworth family. And it's been inspiring to watch them grow as musicians growing up. And just, I've had a lot of other music influences growing up as well. My parents used to watch a lot of like Brooklyn Tab and everything growing up. So I've always loved the worship side of music. And I don't know, growing up, mom and dad always said that my music, wasn't wasn't a show, and it wasn't just because I was blind or anything, but it was for a purpose to glorify God, and I believe that with everything in me. So I really want to use that the rest of my life, whether it be in worship or performance, however that is, to glorify God and what He's done and what He's going to do.
Now, you didn't tell them, though, that I was a great musical inspiration to you.
That's true.
I was hoping.
For good reason.
That's why we invited you two to be on set together, so that we'd make sure that we've heard that straight from Dad. That's incredible. So Tim, catch us up a little bit. I don't know the connection yet between you and Mark and Hands to Hope, but would you describe a little bit about your background and why you're even connected today?
Man, I don't know why we're connected. No, I'm kidding. Mark and I go back a ways. We've known each other for a while, but his wife actually grew up, at least for a good part of her life, in the Philippine Islands. And that is, her parents were missionaries there. And her mom is from there, as you probably know. And so we actually, our family, I have 5 children. And when I was 27, my wife was 25, we actually went to the Philippines as missionaries, following right after Mark's wife and her family were there. And so we were there for 13 years total. And so that's a little bit of a connection. And then I've just known Mark. We've kind of been circling around the same denomination and denominational events, things like that. And then I've just gotten to know Mark in a deeper way, developed a friendship with him just through various times we've met, even spent some time, more lengthy time together in some trips and things, and a couple of trips, one to Mexico and then one to the far country of Indiana. But just getting to hear his heart, his vision, it's been a wonderful experience.
Good.
I really appreciate Mark.
All right. So I've got one more question for you, actually, two. It's kind of a double-parter. One would be, so without you, Tim, Mark would probably be an unmarried man, right? You had to pull some real close strings to help that out. Is that right?
I don't have anything to do with that.
Okay, all right, we're just checking. Hey, the other thing would be, here's something I think a lot of people would be wondering, is you've devoted the majority of your life to missions, and when I think of missions, I think of international ones. You know, sometimes people lose track of local missions. But talk to us about how your life, how both of you that we're talking to are really involved, but all of our lives have changed with the pandemic that none of us have ever encountered any time in our lifespan. A lot of social isolation, a lot of things that just look different today than they did 2 months ago. But how does a person take a heart for missions and shift it or not shift it? Or what do you do in a time like this? What's your life looking like right now?
Well, in my life right now, I'm really trying to connect with our missionaries a lot. We meet weekly on Zoom like this. We pray together. We share each other's burdens. I become aware of needs that we have on our fields. Our national pastors, everybody's on lockdown. And so we're trying to also be mindful of their needs these days and make other people aware of their needs as well. And so I'm busy about that, helping to raise some support for helping pastors through the crisis and also just supporting our missionaries and our national leadership families through this time. So these are interesting days, but also good days for God's kingdom. These are great opportunities for us to be involved in our communities and to learn new technologies and new ways of connecting to our communities. And so it's been a very good thing for us on our fields, the fields I represent.
No, that's wonderful. And then I've got actually something else I just thought of, that's okay. Hey, Jesse, one thing that I continue to hear people say about this time in their life is that in their aloneness, they're still looking for connectiveness or connectivity. And a lot of times people they mention music. And they say, well, here's what I'm doing to actually stay connected and to feel value and to do those things. Would you talk to us about just music and how that either moves your life into connectivity, or what you think people could do with your music that we're about to hear, and listening and sharing. But how does music move you or move others that you're aware of?
Man, I don't know. I'd say as a musician, I think music can move people in a lot of different ways. For me, typically, like it's in a time like this, I've had a lot of worship stuff on repeat. For the last few weeks. So that's been like really encouraging. Music just encourages me, and it keeps me like positive and all these things. And I hope that's what people get out of my stuff. I think the songs that I'm singing today are primarily all about just God's goodness and his faithfulness to us, even in times like this. And I think that's, that's what I was my music.
Thanks.
Well, thank you both for helping us keep it real. We appreciate you both greatly and look forward to seeing you here in the near future.
Well, we appreciate Hands to Hope and how you guys are reaching your community and impacting your community at this time. God bless you guys in your work and your ministry.
You as well, friend.
You too. Blessings.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, this is Jesse Keep, and I am so excited to be here with Hands to Hope today and to be able to do a little bit of music for you guys. I hope we're all doing well and staying safe and having a good time with all of our family and all this extended family time we get to have. I told mine the other day that I think we should have 1 hour where nobody talks in the entire house, but I think the thing about that is I'm probably the loudest one. So I guess they would be really excited about that. But anyway, I hope that one thing that we can say after all this is done is that God is definitely good, and he is faithful and ever present, and that's kind of what the songs that I'm going to be singing today are about, just God's goodness. And this first one is just a short chorus, but I love the words. Listen closely. May your struggles keep you near the cross. May your troubles show that you need God. May your battles end the way they should, and may your bad days prove that God is good. Yes, may your bad days prove that God is good. May your struggles keep you near the cross. May your troubles show that you need God, and may your battles end the way they should, and may your bad days prove that God is good. Yes, even may these days prove that God is good. My protector, my shelter in storms, the calm that I need in this unsettled world. My provider, you know what I need. You take this chaos and trade it for peace. 'Cause you've you've always been faithful to meet me where I stood. There will never be a day that you're anything but good. Lord, you are so good. You led the charge fighting for sin's demise, and you are the truth in the face of his lies. You teach me to live by what I cannot see, and I believe your ways are better for me. Oh, 'cause you've always been faithful to meet me where I stood. There will never be a day that you're anything but good. Oh Lord, you are so good. Lord, you are so good. No fear of the grave, 'cause you've already won. There's no room for darkness in light of your sun. What greater redemption could there ever be? 'Cause you took the cross and these nails meant for me. Oh, you've always been faithful to meet me where I stood. There will never be a day that you're anything but good. Oh Lord, you are so good. Lord, you are so good. Well, I've been held by the Savior. I felt fire from above. I've been down to that river, and I ain't the same. No, the prodigals return, and all my hope is in Jesus. Praise God, my yesterday's gone. All my sins are forgiven, and I've been washed by his blood. Well, I'm no stranger to a prison. I've worn shackles and chains, and I've been freed and forgiven. I'm never going back. No, I'll never be
to say. That's why I sing. All my hope is in Jesus. Praise God, my yesterday is gone, and all my sins are forgiven, and I've been washed by His blood. Oh, now all my hope is in Jesus. Oh, praise God, my yesterday is gone. All my sins are forgiven, and I've been washed by His blood. All my sins are forgiven, and I've been washed by His blood.
We are certainly at war. My fellow Ohioans, we have not faced an enemy like we are facing today in 102 years. Dr. Acton just signed a stay-at-home order for all Ohioans.
Related to the government shutdown of local schools, Hands to Hope has connected with some of the community here, several churches and other nonprofits to serve food to some of the children that may not have lunches related to the school closures. So we're trying to see that those kids get what they need in this time of improvision. So we've connected with other churches, nonprofits, and local community members to make this happen. If you could do the same, check on your neighbors, see what they need. We encourage you. Let's see if we can cover the community and see that everybody has what they need.
For some of these kids, school is the only place they get a regular, solid meal. So we felt that it was important to reach out and make sure that these kids are provided for. Jesus tells us to care for the least of these. So we come to do this, and I'm sure everyone out there that was out there today helping, we don't do this to get praise for ourselves or credit for ourselves. We do this because we know that these kids need it. It's such a small thing. It doesn't mean a lot to some people, but it means the world to some others. And for some of these kids, this is where they're going to get the food for the week.
Really, I love to see all residents in the Monroe community reach out and help out. Not necessarily, yes, with Hands to Hope, but also just kind of what has been mentioned before, go out, everybody in their neighborhood knows of a neighbor who you may not see them every day. You may know that, they don't get out much. Just go on them, knock on their door, put a smile on your face, check on them, make sure they're doing okay. If they have a need for something, if you're able to help out with them, great. If not, get in touch with an organization like Hands to Hope that would be able to help out with whatever that person's need would be.
If you're in the community and you have not served or have you not assisted anyone related to the pandemic, but you would like to get involved, maybe you're a school teacher that has some free time, you'd like to get your hands busy. Maybe you're someone in the community that has a few dollars and you would like to donate some food items. Whatever that looks like, everyone has a part in this. We can all get involved. We can all serve. If you would like to, feel free to get a hold of us, hands2hope.org, and you can call the phone number, email, or text, and we will get you involved the best that we can so that you can serve and help meet needs in the community.
We are Velvet Crush Unplugged, and we are honored and blessed to be a part of this wonderful cause, Hands to Hope, where they reach out to the local community and offer a lot of assistance. So we're just honored to play a few songs for you and encourage you to donate to this great cause.
Today is gonna be the day, but they'll never throw them back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there blinding. And there are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how, don't know how. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my one new all. Today was gonna be the day, but they'll never throw them back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you're not to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there blinding. And there are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how, I don't know how. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my one new all. Yes, and maybe you're gonna be the one that saved me. You're gonna be the one that saved me. You're gonna be the one that saved me. Thank you. Yeah. We're going to do an original. Original is called Standing. It's an encouraging song. It just says, actually the first two lines, can you forget about the world surrounding you, all the madness going on? And just take rest above all your thoughts and fears. Just relax and know it's going to be okay. So it's kind of a song about that. Can you forget the world surrounding you? Can you take rest above all your thoughts and fears? 'Cause you light the way you find a way. By the way you can fall, and by the way you're standing, do, 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 do. Magical minds collect the stars that shine. Magical winds carry the message wide and clear. For you light the way, you find a way. By the way you can fall, by the way you're standing, and by the way you can fall, and by the way you're standing, do, 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 do. Tell me, can you take it? Can you free your mind? Know that mercy awaits you, and follow grace, grace inside. By the way you can fall, and by the way you're standing, can you forget the world surrounding you? Can you take rest above all your thoughts and fear? Do, 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 do,
Song called Standing. Thank you.
We hope you've enjoyed the concert tonight. We want to give a big thank you to all of our artists and special guests. Thank you to the community of Monroe and Middletown, and also Monroe First Church of God. And most of all, we want to thank God for His amazing grace and all of His help. And one last thought, the guy with the camera is very important. Jordan Miller, thank you so much for all your help.
Just a few other things to think about as we've been asked to make drastic changes in very, very dire times, very dire straits. And in that, we begin to ask big questions, deeper than just sometimes how are we going to help our neighbors. And as you encounter those thoughts, we want to encourage you to be prayerful. We want to encourage you to look for truths in life. But there's something about us, by design, that compels us to love others. And there's truth behind that. And what I would love nothing more than on the end of this pandemic, when restrictions lift, that we would all explore those things and not just pause because the pandemic's over, but just allow this to be a new way we live and a new way we function, a new way we love our community. And I couldn't ask for more encouragement or more blessing to be poured over this group than to know that beyond this we've made permanent changes in our lives and in our hearts to help others.
I agree. What a blessing to be a part of this. We all are capable of something. I encourage you guys to find that inner something. Find what that something is in your life that you can offer to the community around you and activate it to serve. I look forward to connecting with you all and seeing how we can better help the community around us. Thank you for everything.
And good night.
And good night.